we go. Here we go.
Ah!
Hello!
Ah!
We're here.
What?
We did it. I have to say, I made these Zoom windows like by myself, and I tried to pre-make them so I didn't have to make you wait, and it worked. And this is the best birthday present is that I didn't mess up the Zoom windows.
Yes. I want to see what it looks like.
Okay, pull it
Hold
up.
on. I'm pulling you up.
can see-
Shannon is live.
Everybody's saying
Oh,
my
clicky this.
wives, my wives.
You have so many wives.
I
Okay,
just
here's Shannon is live.
no, you're my only wife. They're calling us their wives.
Oh, we're their wives. Oh, okay. I'm down with that. My wife's.
Wife stream.
So this sweater, you have one too.
I
but
do.
Shannon got me this for what was this, like some holiday present?
No, I think I just got them made. I had this woman on Etsy made them for us. And it took a while because she hand knit them. So I don't remember when I ordered it, but I remember I just gave it to you the next time I saw you and we were shooting. And
Oh
I was
my
like
gosh.
harboring the secret for a while, but mine did you had yours altered, didn't you?
Well, I didn't have it altered, but when I was working in New York, one of the on the show I was working on, one of the amazing wardrobe women, she was an amazing knitter, and I was like, "Hey, how do I make this?" Because we both had there was a lot of shoulder situation happening.
Yeah, mine is really, really. It looks like I'm wearing a moving truck.
Well, you're also so tiny,
So
so
are you.
it's like getting you in there. But it's she steamed it.
That's what she
So
did.
yes, so you get it hot and then you kind of just like work it and manipulate it and make it work. Am I freezing a lot?
No,
Okay, good.
no, you're perfect.
Because we are rebuilding our PC, so I'm on one right now that is kind of
Janky.
janky. It's not really wanting to work. So
You have your
are
CPU
completely
connected with
frozen for me.
a wire coat hanger. Oh no. Well, that's probably just internet, but you look great.
It's okay.
It's
Oh,
fine. It's
thanks.
fine over here.
Okay, good.
Is Brian waving?
It does sound weird. Hold on. Brian is watching and he's like, it sounds weird.
Happy birthday, Shannon.
Thanks, Brian.
See, it's freezing.
I
Can
can
she
hear
hear
like
me?
audio
Yeah,
is
she can
popping a
hear
little
us.
bit, but
Okay.
it's
She said
So
the audio's popping.
Is that
a
the
little bit.
I
Elgato
loved you
mic?
in the riches.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
And my
that.
sister too. They're both her and Brian are obsessed with that show.
Did you guys just recently watch it?
I have not seen it.
That's okay.
And I need to watch it because
For
when my
shame.
sister finally met you, all she'd been telling me for years that when we were working together, she was like, I'm obsessed with Shannon in the Riches.
That's so sweet.
So I am going to need to watch it.
It's
At
pretty
some
wild.
point.
I mean, I watched a little bit of it recently. I hadn't seen it because I was like 21 or 22 when we did that show. And
Oh my gosh.
I pulled it up and I was like, I remember being like self-conscious about it when I was really young, and then I was watching it and I thought I was really grown up. You know, I lived alone and I was like, I had a paycheck. I was like, I'm fucking grown up.
Like, I'm an adult and
Yeah,
this is
I lived in an
this
apartment by
is
myself
amazing.
where I couldn't sleep. I was so scared to go to sleep. Thanks, Brian. It sounds better. You fixed it.
Well, we
no.
don't know what's wrong. He
That
put up his
mic
shoulders.
can
He's
be a
like,
little funky, I think.
yes, I've had some issues with this, but I think our who knows? We're updating it. We're getting things together, and it's just taking some time.
It's perfect.
You know?
Don't worry.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, but what I was
What
gonna
have
say
you
is that
been
I was
doing?
watching
Oh, yeah,
it, and
yeah,
what I
let's go.
realized, no, what I just realized is like I was watching it, I was like, oh, I'm an actual child, and like the things that were interesting about the performance were things I was not capable of seeing when I was that young, like how you're like, oh, you're just a little kid, and I didn't.
Oh
I
my
thought I was so
God.
grown up. Anyway, it's weird. You'll laugh watching it if you see it.
I feel like that happens a lot. Like if ever going back to anything and seeing things and you're like, oh wow, I was not very good. At least that's how I am. Where
You
I'll
think?
see it,
Wait,
I'll be
you
like,
watch your
"Mm,
stuff and think you weren't very good?
Yes, at least when I was younger, because I feel like
See, I think I'm not good, and then later, like 10 years later, I go back and I'm like, oh, the things that are actually good about this are things that I'm not capable of seeing, like, because I was too close to it. So, it's like, what I didn't realize how young I was trying to act old, that, like, those were things I couldn't control. It was, like, just who I was, but I didn't see that, you know?
You just didn't see
so
it.
now I look back and I'm like, oh, it's kind of heartbreaking. And I was like, oh, I get it now.
Oh.
It's better than I thought it was, but for all the saddest reasons, you know? I told you when we were shooting that I was watching Anywhere But Here, and you suddenly like come up
Oh,
behind
God.
Natalie Portman. What? Why do you say it like that?
Oh man, I remember that because she was a runner,
Of course she was.
and I remember. But there's so many weird sounds in here.
People are saying Ashley's never been bad at anything ever, and I agree.
This is untrue, you guys. But thank you for being so nice. I remember she was a runner, and that day we had to keep shooting, like going around, lapping. What are those
Yeah.
called? A track?
Yeah, like a track.
So
At like
I
Beverly
remember
Hills
I
High.
was- Yeah, or wherever we were. And I just remember we kept shooting and running, and she was just like totally fine. And the whole day I was like, holy shit, I'm exhausted. I was sweating. I was not made for that. She just looked beautiful and amazing. And I was like, yeah, this really is, makes sense that I'm running
It was so,
on
it
a
was so
track
sweet.
team.
It was so sweet. I did
gosh.
not think that it looked like you were tired. I can imagine
well,
that being
that's
a
good.
miserable day. Wait, I can't remember. There was something I meant to click on that I saved to read later that was like something about like Nancy Meyers as a director, and like some whole long thing that was like a real ode to like how meticulous she is in a good way. And I was like, I kind of maybe need to rewatch What Women Want for Ashley.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
I
don't
want
know,
to
man.
though. I really might do it.
What's really weird, somebody told me, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, I think it was the 20th anniversary since that came out.
It was 20 years. Fuck.
Yeah. And I was like, what? It's been 20 years? I'm that old?
That's how I feel.
Oh, God. Just we have all these markers now and that are out there in the world of things that we've filmed that will just be reminders of our age.
I know. Somebody
But
said
I don't mind it.
no. I don't either. I don't either. Is it somebody said the other day like, oh, I used to watch Raising Hope when I was like 10, and now I'm in my 20s. I love you on the Last of Us, and I was like, oh my God, has it been 10 years? I guess it like has been almost 10 years. Like maybe not totally.
Oh no.
I was like, oh man.
It's so weird. It's so weird. And also just time now feels like such a flat circle.
I just say
in this.
time is but dust now.
Yeah, I mean, what even is? It's a man-made construct anyway.
What did you do for your birthday? Did you do anything?
What did I do? We ordered sushi. And I was very excited about that.
That's what I did by myself today. I ordered sushi for lunch and was like,
Like, this is kind of nice.
I felt fancy.
I feel like we watched movies and we just kind of hung out, but I don't fully remember everything that we did.
You were
It was just
stoned.
kind of,
You were
I
stoned.
probably.
I don't really remember
So,
how you
you
were
know,
stoned.
I don't remember my birthday for some weird reason. Yeah.
No need
That
to
was probably
remember. Oh man.
Look at your dull stream setup.
I know. It really took on a life of its own.
Oh my God, look at all this. Did you put these balloons here or was this a surprise?
I went and got my own balloons today.
Oh
I
my
went.
gosh.
You know, you haven't lived till you've been to a party city alone in a pandemic.
I imagine.
I wanted.
How did that
balloons.
go over? Were you like, did you ask for these specific color balloons?
I just picked them out and I brought them up to the counter and I said, please blow these up. And then I said, it's my 36th birthday. Can I have some balloons?
Oh, you're 36?
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Wait, I wanna only Shan's light.
You do?
Well, I want merch. I
Okay.
want like a t-shirt or a hat that I can wear.
Yeah, well, I can give you that. And then I'll also, I also made these little pins. Wait. I feel like I also want for Brian too because I feel like this is funny. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Can you see it?
I
Wait.
mean, it's just the greatest
I know
name.
they're trying to their camera's over here, but yours is up here. But yeah, so I have those, and yeah, I'll obviously I'll drop you a care package.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, it is needed and requested, and I feel like I don't know why I don't have Only Shan's merch yet, so I can represent.
This was a birthday present today,
Oh my God, it's
but
amazing.
I've been doing this. Look, oh, behind the back.
I love that it has a remote.
Check it. Oh, under the leg. Oh.
Oh my God, look at this. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah. So I've been inside for like 9 or 10 months. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But
this is a lie. I went to New Zealand.
Man, that must have been so weird.
Dude, it was
Just-
so weird.
I mean, pictures that you were sending me, and I'm like, oh, people are kind of living a normal life to some degree.
Like 100%, pretty much.
Wow.
They have sporting events in arenas now. Like,
What?
they don't have COVID there. They have some mild restrictions. They have an app, and there's a QR code in like every single building you walk into. And so, like, the responsible thing, and most people do this, you see them when they walk in, they just take their phone out, they scan the QR code, and it like logs where they are. I mean, now there's a feature on the app too where it anonymously Bluetooth connects, and you can do that, by the way, everybody watching. If you go into your settings on your iPhone, you can go to settings and then exposure notifications, and it can just tell people, it can tell you anonymously, like, if you've been exposed. Like, so if, for example, like, I tested positive, I could go into my phone and click I had a positive test, and then it'll tell any phone who's been within my proximity for the last I think 14 days, if I was, or 7 days, I'm not sure what they decided on, but like, it'll tell you like you were exposed possibly, so you should get tested or quarantine. But so their app, like, people are really good about it, and like, they only get like, because they isolate everyone who comes in the country for 2 weeks, it's like a government mandated quarantine, then they're able to catch them, and they rarely have a community spread case. Like, every once in a while it happens, and it'll be from like a shipping container or something crazy, but they always find out where it was from, and everybody's just really responsible about it. So I got there, I was in a quarantine for 2 weeks, and then they just let me out. And then they were like, you can go into the airport, you don't have to wear a mask. And I was like, what? And it was just like,
That's crazy.
I just kept crying. I truly, like, I went into the airport because I had to take another flight back to the city that I was supposed to be in New Zealand. But, and there was like a coffee shop inside, and there were people sitting in the coffee shop, and nobody had masks on, and they're eating and they're talking. And I went up to the counter, like, I felt like an alien. Like, I was like, hello, one coffee, please. And then
Oh my God.
the guy starts making the coffee, and I looked down, and there was a free sample plate, and I was like, oh my God. And I just was like,
I guess I'll take a
and I ate it and just sobbed. Like, I'm literally gonna cry.
no.
Just like, it was so crazy.
Yeah.
I just kept crying, and then I flew to Wellington where we were shooting, and then I like went to a restaurant by myself and sat there at the bar and like had a glass of wine and did a crossword puzzle, sobbing, just
Oh my
just like
God.
quietly crying. People were like, "Hey, the American girl's a little bit crazy, mate." You know? And I went to the movies alone. I
Wow,
bought
you
my
went to the
ticket. I bought my
movies.
ticket 2 days in advance. I was so excited.
What did you see?
Tenant.
Oh, you saw Tenet?
I saw Tenant.
In it?
Yeah,
I'm
Tenant.
so bad at accents.
No, it's
Tenet.
Shannon.
Shannon.
Tenant.
Shannon. Shannon.
And then like halfway through the movie, I put my mask on just because it made me comfortable. But not
Yeah, because now we're so used to it.
now I was just like, I can't believe I'm sitting next to people, like. And then after like 3 or 4 days of like filming inside on a soundstage, and I was just so in the work then at that point that I was like, I stopped thinking about it. And then I started watching TV, and I realized a few days later I'd stopped thinking about how close people were together. Like, it's good news for all of us that like the PTSD elements, the trauma elements of all of this is very real. And like but I really readjusted very quickly. Though I kept thinking, like, this feels like a fever dream. Like, what? They also don't get it that it's so bad over here. So, like, I would explain, and they'd be like, yeah, wow, that sounds crazy. I was like, I'm in an alternate universe. Anyway, that's my story.
So crazy. And you're like, they were able to get rid of it without a vaccine. I mean, not that yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's-
and for a lot of reasons, but yeah,
Sure.
we've done a really shit job over here.
Yeah. Wow, I can't even imagine.
It was so crazy.
It's so weird how I'm so used to this now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm such a hermit anyway. So
Do you think it's made?
So
Has
much-
it been bad for you?
I mean,
Has it made
to
it worse?
be honest, I feel like some of it is not that different for me because I'm such a homebody.
Yeah.
I think the hard part was finally moving back to Los Angeles from New York after 5 years and then being like, yes, I can't wait to get plugged back in with my family and my people, and then shut down. But
And you just miss me so much. It's like crazy.
and I just
right?
miss you so much. It's just like
It's
I
been
don't even
hard
know
on
what to
you.
do with myself.
I
It's
know,
been
it's
really
been-
hard.
I know.
That's the main thing.
Okay, you don't have to be so
is-
sarcastic about it.
I'm not.
I know. I'm kidding.
Wait, I'm getting really hot in this sweater. Actually,
You got nervous.
Just like sweating and getting nervous. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this all sucks.
I know.
But at the same time, I feel like for people that are more extroverted, this is probably a lot harder.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, this blows big time. But
But do you find that? Do you have a routine now?
oh yeah, I have a full routine.
Can you tell me your routine? You don't have to if you don't want to. If it's
Yeah,
too
no, I'll
personal.
tell you. Hold on,
'Cause-
I need to take this off.
You're wearing that shirt too. You were
Ah!
wearing that shirt when I met you.
Okay. Oh, much better. I mean, that's really great for the winter.
Oh wait, you didn't hear me. That you were wearing that shirt when I met you.
I was?
Yeah, I think I'm almost positive that was the shirt you were wearing.
Oh my God. That's so weird. I
Yeah.
was just like,
It's just like still ingrained in my head.
I remember what you wore.
Yeah. Tell him.
You had on, it was like a white kind of baby tee with embroidery on it of like either like strawberries or flowers or
Is it
something.
yeah, little
was
red
like
flowers, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, little baby tee.
baby too. Okay, tell
You're
me.
just such a, and you're so tiny. And I remember when you came in, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hold her. Hold her like this. And then, and I did.
You did.
Mhm.
Oh,
What were you gonna say?
I want to know your routine.
Oh yeah, my routine. Okay, so it's really, I don't know if this qualifies as a routine because it's not a lot. So
No, it does. I know it does.
I make coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and that's become kind of a really great part of my day because I'm a little bit of a coffee snob, so I like
Yep.
pretty particular with my coffee.
Oh, how are you making your coffee at home?
Well, right now we just have a drip, but I'm getting into the Chemex
Ooh,
situation.
Is that the big funnel-y?
Yeah. And it's just nice. So I make my cup of coffee and I make it in a thermos so it stays hot.
Ooh,
And I really love mugs, but it's kind of nice.
yeah.
And then I just
Like
go into
this, like a normal thermos or like
no, it's like a coffee.
like a
like
Yeti.
a small, yeah, like a Yeti. It's
Okay.
a Yeti.
Yeah.
So I do that, and then I will either read the paper for a bit, maybe do some crosswords. I'm not good enough to do
You've been doing it?
yeah, I've been doing it.
have?
Yeah, I still struggle once it gets to like Friday and Saturday and
Wait, but
sort
you're
of,
doing Wednesdays?
ish.
You're killing
I mean,
it.
it takes me a while.
Yeah, but that's
I
so
will
good.
get there.
It took me like 10 years to do Wednesdays.
I mean, it takes me the full day if I do it because I'm like, okay.
But time is but dust.
But time is but dust, so it doesn't matter.
I love that.
So I'll do that. I've been gardening a lot, and then I'll just go into my office and then just do work stuff till you know, it gets dark.
Yeah. Are you
And
doing lots of
then
like voice stuff and like?
voice stuff. And then with Critical Role, we launched a foundation.
Oh,
So
right.
we've been doing that. And then prep work for, not prep work, I guess that's the wrong term. A lot of just stuff for our animated series.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. And just like, we just have some little, things that we're doing. And we launched a publishing
Oh
company.
my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of really
The
fun
little dur
stuff,
and
and
dur
it's
game that could.
little dur
A little
dur.
dur and dur. We gotta get back into
Yeah,
ours.
we have to.
Yeah, we
I
gotta.
was I was just about to get on that email thread and be like, okay, guys,
Yeah, we
let's get
gotta
back
do
on
it.
this.
Just
Yeah, we got.
Ashley and I've been playing with some friends. We were playing a little game. We've been playing Curse of Strahd. Is that what? Yeah, Curse of Strahd. I think it's
Yes.
called.
Wait,
Yeah.
what were you playing as again? A.
I'm a cleric, Zion.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm a cleric elf.
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, Zion.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I don't remember what I am. I think I'm playing as a rogue.
Yeah, you're rogue. You're playing as a rogue. What was your name again?
God, what was her name? It's been so long, I can't remember. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But I remember the art that I had for it that I found on Pinterest. She's very cool looking.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
You're also an elf, I think, though, right?
I feel like I was.
think
I
you are.
always pick elf because I just feel like they're just cool looking.
Well, you are an elf.
See, okay. I had this conversation the other day, and
Who's my eye?
I think for me, I really want to be an elf because they're so regal and tall and just great. But
You're a barbarian.
I'm a hobbit at heart.
You're a hobbit. Oh, you're a hobbit.
Yeah, because we had this conversation the other day, and I like food. I
11sies?
just elevensies. I'm
You
a
gotta go
hobbit.
to that place that I stayed at that
That place looks amazing.
It was the best place I've ever been in my life. $80 a night Airbnb, I gotta tell you, was the most amazing place I've ever been.
How far did you have to drive to get there?
From Auckland, it's like an hour and a half. It's not far.
Oh my
You
god!
could fly right in, actually. Yeah, you gotta go.
I gotta go. I want to go to New Zealand so bad.
I'll kidnap you and take you to the yurt.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, I have to tell you this story. When I got off the plane in New Zealand, which I was calling New Zealand because I thought it was funny, but it turns out that's actually an Australian accent, not New Zealand. They say New Zealand. And
New Zealand.
New Zealand is actually
New Zealand.
New Zealand is, but I realized that's Australian. And so I get off the plane and I'm in this line, the customs line, but it's like only people from our flight, because they had us isolated so they could put us all in quarantine places. And there was this very sweet woman who she turned around and she was probably about 4 feet a couple inches, but she was very proportionate, but very shorter than me. And she turned around and she was like, "Hey, are you here for The Hobbit?" And I was like, are you here for Lord of the Rings to play a Hobbit? And I was like, no, I wish that I was because they're shooting the TV show there. And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm here to do. I thought, maybe that's what you were here doing. And I was like, Hobbit thought I might be a Hobbit. And I'm honored, but also it really made me laugh. And I think it was because I had, somebody was there to help me get through stuff to make sure I didn't get lost. Like, production had sent someone to make sure I didn't, get lost in between the planes. And,
Oh my god.
and I think she'd heard us talking about about a
Filming
TV show,
and
and she's like, "Oh, are you also playing a Hobbit?" And I was like, "A fair assumption."
you're like, I'm small like a halfling, but no.
I thought it was pretty
While
fun.
you were there, you should have just gone to that set and been like, hey,
I'd like to apply for a gig.
hello, I am a hobbit.
I mean, trust. I tried to jump on another show over there, but the way their visas work, it takes they're production specific, and then it takes weeks to get a new visa process. So it just you run into the holidays, and I was just I'm gonna go home.
Yeah. Wait, how long were you there for?
5 weeks.
Oh my god.
Well, 2 weeks I was in an
You
airport
were in
parking lot
quarantine,
hotel in Christchurch. Yeah.
which you were making quality content while you were in there, by the
Thank you
way,
so much.
when I would catch it.
Thank you so much. I had just looked up and I just saw somebody goes, I would like to pass away right now.
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't, please don't. Carrot, no.
No, you can't
No.
do that. Let's keep you alive.
No, I felt like as much as like it was nice to be there, the like watching the news and stuff from there, and they told me, and I don't know if this is true or not, but the health ministry said that I was the first person that told them I was vaccinated when I got there, and that they were like, "Oh, you're the first person to come to New Zealand vaccinated, or at least the first person that we know of." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Whoa.
But then I was just like, "What? I gotta go home. Like this is like it's such a waste." I felt like a draft dodger.
Wow.
Because I was like, I should be home and like buying groceries for people and like making sure my family doesn't go inside anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So now I go to
I
the grocery store for people.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I still do, we just do Amazon Fresh Delivery
Oh, that's good.
because yeah, I was a germaphobe before this. So
Yeah, you did.
something
You
like
always
this.
you did always pour Lysol all over my face before we. And I was
Hey,
like, "Why are
Shannon,
you
come here,
doing
let me
this?"
just give you
You're
a
like, "It's
little
not
quick rundown."
personal." It was weird. You put a pressure washer on my hands before I touched you.
You're like, this kind of hurts, but
Ow!
oh gosh, man, I there is a musician named Amanda Palmer, and
Yes.
so
She actually very sweetly, and this is actually, I think is like a deep cause of panic, is that she so sweetly wrote me and like offered to hang out and whatever. And I just was like so off the grid after that I like saw it and like panicked that I hadn't responded, and I still haven't responded, and I'm such an asshole. So anyway, in case Amanda Palmer hears this, I'm sorry.
I follow her, and I know she's been in New Zealand
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
her kid
Mm-hmm.
because they were out there, and then she was like, well, I want my kid to have a really
Yeah.
good quality of life and be able to go to regular school, so she stayed out there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's not crazy, I don't know why I said that. In the beginning of quarantine, I was like, I'm just gonna move to New Zealand.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there, and let's just go. But it's a little bit harder than
It's hard. I mean,
it
it's
sounds.
such a like I that show ended up moving, which like I really can't talk about, but I tell people like I was shooting a show. I just can't tell you what the show was. But like
I
some
know
of
what it is.
she knows. But you know everything. But my co-stars and some of my producer friends on that show were saying like, you know, they'd all been looking into like trying to get visas so their kids could go to school like at the beginning, you know, in that desperate attempt to be like, what can we do? Like, can I do anything? Like, and then they tried to budget going back to shoot here, and the budget didn't work. Because you have to add like 25% to a budget for all the COVID stuff. And then there was like, the studio had something else that was about to shoot there anyway, because it just was already shooting there. And they were like, what if we moved it here? And like called my bosses and was like, they were like, what about New Zealand? And they were like, are you kidding? Like, we've literally been
You mean the
trying.
Dreamland?
Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like,
Oh.
but you know, so all their kids and stuff, they're all in school there, and they're all working there, and they'll do posts there, and it's great. I mean, hopefully it's better for us soon. But
I hope.
what did you ask for Christmas? Did you make a list?
I did not.
What do you tell your
I'm-
nieces and nephews? Like, don't they ask you what's on your Christmas list?
They do, but I like things that I like giving presents as opposed to getting them, because I always get so awkward and I'm
Me
like,
too.
no, thank you so much.
You implode into just like,
Yeah, I'm like, "Ugh." I like homemade presents.
you do?
So yeah, so I love, like, with my nieces and nephews kind of know this at this point. Like I just like when they make little homemade pieces of art or little necklaces or little bracelets, and you know, I think those are the things that I really like.
Does Brian give you homemade presents?
He does.
How cute! Well, I guess I should
does.
tell you now. I knitted you that sweater.
Yes. Well, that was a great example of something like I totally forgot that you had these made.
I did. I can't knit. I wish I could. I would have.
Oh wait, look at her little label that she has.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, what's her
Camp
name?
Kitschy Knits.
What is it?
Camp Kitschy
Camp
Knits.
Kitschy Knits.
And it
On
says
Etsy.
it has a this belongs to on it, so you can put
Cute.
your name in there.
Yeah, that's where we. But so, it's from. I don't know if anybody watching knows this because I don't know if you guys have seen The Shining, but that's the sweater that the little boy wears in The Shining, and I'm obsessed with it. And I really wanted it so bad. And like Coach had made versions of this sweater that were like super fancy, and I was like, but
God,
it's
I
not
remember
the
that.
same. Like,
No.
I want that old ass like legit sweatshirt.
Homemade.
And then I found like this woman, Camp Kitschy Knits on Etsy, was like had a pattern for it. Please, sir, may I have some more?
Lisa, can I have some more?
And yeah, she knitted two sweatshirts for us. And when they
They're the
finally showed up,
best.
I was like, oh my god, yeah.
They're the best.
What else? Let's see. Should I ask this chat if they have questions for us? And
Yeah,
why don't you look
I
and
want
you
to
pick?
pull up
You
the
can
chat,
ask.
but I
Oh yeah, you can pull it up. You can just mute it.
well, it starts to get the computer gets all
Oh.
fucking weird when I'm trying to pull that up.
Do
So
you have your
I'm
phone?
just Oh, you're a genius. I don't have to do all of this on the computer.
Well, then that way, like, I don't have to ask you questions. You can just take over the stream.
I love it.
And
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up on my phone.
Ashley is live.
That's such a good name.
Only Ashes.
God, when you told me that that's what you were going to be, Shannon is live, I was like, oh, that's such a
Wait,
good
I
name.
literally just was like typing it in where it was like username. I was like Shannon Woodward Shannon, just Shannon. No, that was taken. Shannon is here live. Like,
Shannon is live.
oh, people are asking. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Here's a question while you're pulling it up because Hallie asked me this question because we were playing Fortnite right before you got
Oh
here. She
my
was playing Fortnite
God.
with me. And
You guys are so good.
we did not do well this time, but
You-
it was super fun.
I've never played.
And Jen, you know, who works with Neil, was also playing with us, which was really sweet. Yeah.
Fun.
And, but she was like, can I ask you a really inappropriate question? And I was like, I'm listening. And she was like, if you could pick a smell for your farts, what would you pick? Like a scent.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you what we said. I'll let you, if you want to answer.
This is what's funny about Hallie is I feel like she has questions like this. Like we had that throughout the shoot of
Yeah.
like, I'm going to ask you a question right now that may be inappropriate, but it's a fun time. And
Yeah.
it would always go into conversations of like, oh, wow, that's so interesting that that's something that you would do.
Yeah, or like the questions of like in certain situations, what would you do? Like if you had a free day, what would you do?
Yes,
If they didn't
that
count?
question. Was that
Yeah.
you or was that Hallie that
No,
came up with
Hallie
that?
asked me. I think Hallie asked me, and then I asked you in New
Okay.
York. I think, yeah.
I
and-
remember that.
Yeah, I
remember that
still think
question
about it
'cause
all the
I-
time.
Same. I think about it all the time. What would you
'Cause
do
I'm-
if you had a free day?
Because I'm also like, I don't know if I'm telling anyone.
I can't tell anyone what my answer was because
No, you don't have to tell
I don't know any of you, and it's
Yeah, no.
inappropriate.
That's why I'm not going to tell them my answer either. No, this is personal. It's very personal.
But the question was, if you had a free day,
Yeah. Where it didn't
And
count.
to-
It wasn't real. No one would remember anything except for you, and nothing would count.
yeah,
Keep going.
and the questions were, or the answers were
So it's like, what would you do with
Great.
your free day? Yeah. But
Yeah.
we're not telling. It's
no,
too
I
personal.
can't. Everybody would judge me intensely.
It's just like, I didn't
Okay,
realize how
so-
much she wanted to kill. Well, yeah.
So wait, what did you say you wanted your farts to smell like?
Well, you didn't answer yet.
Okay, let me think about this. Maybe like I'm gonna go with this is so ridiculous. Like okay. Maybe like a pineapple upside down cake.
Okay.
Because,
People go,
when you're baking it, it smells so good.
it does.
And that's what I'm going to go with.
Do you make
What did
that
you
a lot?
say?
I'll tell you.
I don't bake it a lot, but I think it's really pretty, when
It
when you
sounds.
bake it.
I've
flip
never
it
made
over.
one, but it sounds like. It sounds
really
really,
kinda easy to make.
glamorous.
It sounds more glamorous than it is, but you make it and it looks really pretty.
The upside down bit makes it seem like an elevated level of difficulty. Like usually it's right side up, but poof, you try upside
But this
down.
time, woo, we're going a little wild.
Okay,
What did you say?
I said sage because it's like it's still got some must to it, but like it's
Okay.
cleansing.
That's great. What did Hallie say?
Hallie said marshmallows.
See, I get that.
Yeah, you guys both
I
went
get
for
it.
sweet. I felt like if I chose sweet, that it could become nauseating really easily.
Yeah, I feel like pineapple upside down cake might be a little bit much after a while. But I guess that's if I have like a lot of gas.
From now on, from now on,
like,
anytime I
great,
smell
she farted
pineapple
again.
upside down cake, I'm gonna be like, Ashley farted.
Ashley's farts.
Ashley's farting it up in here. She's near. Okay, wait.
Oh my god.
Chat people,
Okay,
you
wait, let me
ask
look at these
questions, and I'm
questions.
gonna let Ashley pick what she wants to either ask me or answer or whatever. You do whatever you want, but you're in
Wait, so I
charge.
don't understand how some of these have like a purple. They're highlighted.
Yeah, so you can highlight them with like you can use like Twitch has a thing where there's like channel points. Like the more you chat in there, like you get points, so you can save them up to have like your thing highlighted, so like it catches eyes and stuff.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it works because those are the ones that I'm most drawn to.
Oh, all of a sudden you're gonna see a lot of highlighted messages.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is a really intense question, but
Okay.
there's two good questions here. Okay. What was your favorite scene to shoot together?
What was your favorite scene to shoot together?
Our makeout scene.
Which one? Which one?
That was our favorite scene to shoot together.
You're gonna kill people with that. You're gonna find bodies on the floor.
There was okay. By the way, there was a toilet. I don't know why I'm telling the story. There was a toilet at the place where we shot at. That when it would flush, it sounded like that song.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
And I thought it.
And I did too.
Remember, yes.
And I told you,
remember
you're like, I think that too.
Yes, I remember. I thought it for years.
Me too.
When we shot the first game there, and then when you came in and you were like, you know what? That toilet when it flushes, it sounds like wah. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. I'm not crazy.
Okay, so it literally did
Me a
like
little
it's like a mechanic-y kind of toilet, and it goes the water goes every time, and and you know, so every time, like, especially because everything we'd shoot there would be so intense, so it was always in this like very like kind of like present and like deeply emotional mood, and I was also very happy doing it and like happy with you guys and like, but like always like really like present. That like that toilet was so loud. I'd be like, okay, I have to pee really quick, and like, okay, I'm a mokatsu peeing, and then I click flush and try to put the thing, and be like, wah! And I was like, Jesus. Anyway,
Yes, that toilet, man. My god. Okay, favorite scene. You know what was really fun was the scene, and it's right in the beginning. And it's the scene where it's right, I don't even know why, but I love this scene. It's right before we end up having a snowball fight.
oh, it's the one where I'm like, do you want to fuck him up? That one?
Yeah, and then hopping over, but a lot of that was in the vocal booth. And then kind of just hearing you sort of be like, "Hey kids," you were just improvising with
Yeah, you were sat next to me. Yeah.
taking out the kids with the snowballs, and I just thought it was the funniest thing. It's up there. I loved all of the scenes that we did together. I don't know what's my favorite?
You don't have to pick a favorite. I don't know how to pick a favorite. I always feel like lascivious if I pick like the grow house scene. I'm like, I don't want to seem pervy.
I don't care if I seem pervy. That was so fun to shoot.
And we
had to
did
shoot
it twice. For like 9 hours each time.
I was like, well, great day at the job.
There's a 40-hour movie of us making out in really weird outfits somewhere, and one day, I hope it ends up on the internet.
That was, and we've talked about this before, but the making out is very bizarre once you put the head cams on.
Oh, yeah.
Because
like we would do it only at the end with the head cams. So we'd do the whole real scene. And then they were like, all right, now you got to put on the head cams because the animators, do them a solid because nobody's ever even really done kissing in mocap before, let alone doing it without seeing your muscles move.
Oh, God. And then we would have to just stand there in front of each other and then just act like we were making out with each other. And I'm like, well, what angle are you going to need? Yeah.
It was so... And then I remember at one point you being like, you have to close your eyes. Don't look at me. Don't watch me do it. And I was like, I won't.
Ugh, awful.
Somebody just goes, lesbians, are you okay? I'm dying.
Ugh, it was just...
It was really funny. It was really funny. And
really funny.
It was like mostly the grown men I wanted to be like, could you, sir, could you turn around?
Yes.
Then you just don't think of like the 300 people who work on that later who just are like, I watch it. I have to watch it all day. I'm trying to animate.
Yeah, we're so over what this. Yeah.
Okay,
wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, next cue. Throw the cues in the chat.
Someone wrote dicks, and that was highlighted.
Oh, dicks.
Just thought I would add that. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking for a good one.
Okay.
Can we get some behind the scenes stories? Favorite line that was improvised?
I don't remember what was improvised.
I don't either.
Like, I know, like, I actually tried to ask Neil, because I know that, like, we improvised a lot of this little things, and, like, the grow house scene in particular, because that scene changed so much from, like, the script to when... and he's just like, all I know is that that's true because it is so different than the script, but I don't remember what was what. I was like, me either.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was what. Like, we became all so symbiotic with each other.
Yeah, I don't either. There was just a lot of, and I remember just on the day of like, try this, try this. How does it feel like being an iconic queen, Shannon?
I wouldn't know.
I would. I'm just kidding.
You damn right you would.
Ugh, no. Okay. Please, could you get Ashley to say hi, Sophie? It will mean the world. Hi, Sophie.
Boom.
Okay.
World given. A homemade gift, if you don't mind.
Hey, for you. Okay.
For you, you drop this, queen. This is a behind the scenes. This is just what we did for.
I know.
Fuck, this is all.
Did you get to see/play with any of the dogs? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
Did you? That
were doing the motion capture. I got to pet them. I don't think we were in any.
I wasn't there
with them.
I feel like I got really jealous on all the days that you worked that I wasn't there. I was like possessive. I felt possessive. I was like, what? What are you doing without me?
You can't be there. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what are you, the lead of the game? My wife.
My wife. I do that now with whenever we're trying to figure out our Wi-Fi, and I say,
my Wi-Fi. That's so funny. My Wi-Fi. Oh my God, that's funny.
I didn't have any scenes with the dogs, but I got to pet one. I think he was there for a half day, and I got to pet him, and they were like, "You need to leave because he needs to work."
Yeah,
and
like
you're not very helpful.
You're distracting.
Yeah, I was distracting him. Trying to do his
You're
job.
like the person they arrest at the airport for trying to pet the customs dog. They're like, "Ma'am, you're going to prison for that."
I'm like, "Hello."
They're like, "Don't bother him. He's working." I always see those dogs and I'm like, that dog has a job.
Yeah, he has a job.
That's crazy.
He's just going to work.
I'm looking at my dogs
See,
right
what
now,
is-
dead asleep.
What is this hype train thing?
This is a Twitch
Does that
thing.
mean that I'll get the purple when that foot fully fills up?
When it fully fills up, you get a hug.
I get a hug?
Yeah, which is a real commodity in the pandemic. And it's a thing. Oh wait, I think Zane Carney is here in the chat.
Zane!
Zane streams, and his streams are really cool. Do you ever watch them?
Oh, they're so good.
They're so
They're
good.
so good. He's the best. Zane Carvey!
It's a Twitch thing where like when people like gift subscriptions to each other and like bits, and it's a whole thing. And oh wow, when it goes to different levels, which is it's confusing. But
So is this something that you build, or this is...
no, Twitch does that on its own.
I
Brian
should know
will tell
these
you all
things
about
at
it.
this point. I don't... Yeah, I know. I... What is this that just came
But when it gets
Up.
all the way, so there's like levels to it, and when it gets all the way up, I give away only Shan's pins.
Well, let's
You wanna
get
give
the
one- you wanna give
let's
one
get
away?
the hype train up going so I can get a pin.
Well, you're getting one.
Well,
You're getting one for being here at my birthday party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me look for more questions here.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good one.
Oh.
Is this Poppy?
Ooh.
Is this a Poppy icon?
Yeah,
or
it is. That's Poppy.
Emote?
Yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah, they're right
think you
here. They're dead asleep.
I wish I could see them.
I have like a pet cam that I usually use, but I'm using a second camera to talk to you so I can actually zoom with you, so it's not like confusing for you. So, but
Goodness. You need a pet cam.
I have,
see
I mean,
that?
usually I do, and
I mean, I know you did that.
I'll text
What was
you a
your
picture of them right
favorite Dina joke from the game? Yes, text me a picture of them, please.
now. My favorite one? Hold on.
Oh, here's a good question. If you had a chance to play another character in The Last of Us 2, who would you choose?
I wouldn't. I'd be really mad if someone else played Dina.
I know, I don't know if I would pick anybody